Hey, YouTube!
Hey, give us money.
Please.
Wait, is that how we're supposed to do it?
I think so.
Is it like panhandling?
This is internet begging.
Is it like panhandling?
Basically. No, so first off, pardon the screaming you hear in that direction. In fact, I don't know that this camera even has a stereo microphone.
Yeah, I honestly don't know whose house we're in, but
There's a bunch of kids running around yelling.
Yeah.
Some of them are mine. I just found the others.
Yeah, this room looked nice, and the lighting seemed okay, so we're just like, sure, why not?
Yeah. And there's high-class art in the background. So, no, but essentially we're making this video because we want to announce a couple of things going on with the channel that are a bit above and beyond what we've done before. The first is just kind of a restatement of our mission, which is...
Well, basically, we initially started Bailey Informative because we were wanting to have some sort of witty, open dialogue about any sort of issue, whether it be relevant or otherwise. And hopefully, hence the title Barely Informative, maybe inform you to hopefully maybe even think a little more open about things. Promote the open dialogue while also making you laugh and entertaining you. But at the same time, it was just barely informative talk. So, and it was just us talking, really. It was just us talking.
And on the just us talking, like one of the big things that we feel is a problem in our society and civilization is that we just don't know how to have a conversation anymore. Between the advents of technology and everything's people are spreading out everywhere, we've lost the art of just conversing. And so if you've seen the interview we've had with Jason White and just us sitting here talking, we want to be able to model what a good conversation would look like. We're going to try and bring people into the channel. People we agree with, people we don't, and just talk. And with those people, like we said, maybe learn something.
Yeah.
And with that too, we also are going to kind of expand the scope of the channel because Dustin has a ton of interests I don't have. Well, I do, but not as avidly as he. And I have a bunch that he also has, but not as avidly as I have them. And so we're going to kind of bring those and expand the content. If you've followed me at all, I also have another channel called For This Land, and we're going to start shifting some of that content from For This Land over into Barely Informative. And Dustin, what are some of the projects you were thinking of going on?
Well, I was hoping to do some game streaming, ideally, because, well, video gaming is one of my passions, as well as like reading, comic book stuff like that. So I'm hoping to try and cover more of the nerdy sort of media interests as well. And big thing is that like I would still like to have the open dialogue and the conversations and all that stuff, not just witty banter about games, but maybe still hopefully inform you in that regard.
And at the end of the day, if we can bring people from all those worlds together in a place and time when they may not have, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Well, which is why we're saying, hey, we started a Patreon.
Yeah.
Because one of the issues we have is Dustin is currently living in another city. He moved to go to college, and so we have a technology barrier that we have, and we would like to have better cameras aside from this thing that fits in my pocket. I literally think that's a decade old.
Yeah.
You know, cameras, microphones, better video processing, computers, and technology. We want to be able to create higher quality content and more of it, but to do that, we need money. That's it.
Hence the panhandling bit.
Hence the panhandling bit. And so we started Patreon. We've set it up. There will be a link in the description below. You can join to become a patron of Barely Informative. If you've liked the conversations we've had, become a patron. If you like the interviews we did with Jason White, become a patron. If you like the poetry that's been put on, become a patron. Check out my other channel, For This Land. Content like For This Land content will be now being shown on... We'll put a link to For This Land in the description below. It's going to be coming over here, so if you like that stuff, become a patron. And the way we're going to start doing this is, if you become a patron, you will be charged based on whenever we produce content. You will not be charged over a time, weekly, monthly, or whatever. Because we do have other lives, we do have families, we are living in separate cities, and so we don't want you paying us for time we're not creating anything.
Yeah, it would just be unfair to you as the viewer to be putting money into something and a whole month you don't get a video or something. I mean, it shouldn't be that long, but ideally we would get a video or two out every month. But, you know, life happens, you know. we can't make this our full-time job, at least not at this point in time.
Yeah.
But
And if it ever and also since we're in different places to be able to create content independently and be able to connect over that distance with the technology that we don't possess yet, and so really that's kind of the main goal is ultimately we if you like what we do, just help fund us to create it better, and that's where we're at.
yeah. So give us money.
No, you got no. This is my student stuff. It's the like
We're somehow getting
What?
negative. We're getting negative dollars.